The tanks and armoured vehicles have rolled back. The standoff at Pangong Tso is over. The next prickly issue is disengagement at other friction points like Depsang, Bogra and Hot Springs. The 10th round of military talks at Moldo on the southern bank of Pangong Tso on the Chinese side began at around 10 a.m. on Saturday and ended at 2 a.m. on Sunday. A joint press statement released by India and China hoped for positive resolutions at the remaining flashpoints. Both armies agreed for more dialogue while maintaining ground tranquility.
After a 16-hour-long marathon meeting at the Moldo BPM on the Chinese side at the LAC, the Indian delegation, led by Lieutenant General PGK Menon, is back at the Leh Corps. The meeting, sources tell India today, has been fruitful. There is hope of forward movement of disengagement at key friction points.
Both sides agreed to talk further for similar disengagements on the LAC in the western sector. They accepted that the peace and tranquility will prevail along the LAC by such communications between the two countries.
Depsang at 16,000 feet is strategically important as it provides access to India to the Daulat Beg Oldie airstrip and Karakoram Pass further north, close to China's Western Highway G219. It is in Depsang that the two armies remain mobilized at very large levels. The general overseeing the pullback in Ladakh made this official assessment of the Depsang challenge in an exclusive interview with India Today.
Currently, situation is not volatile there. There are no troops, amassed on the other side like we were, sitting here on the North Bank and South Bank and Razana Chinla. So it has been agreed as one of the friction points, and post the disengagement that is happening now, we will sit down and discuss and resolve that issue as well.
Also high on agenda is thinning of troops at Bogra and Hot Springs, where both armies are still deployed.
Both sides agreed that both sides will go back 1.5 kilometers. He is also, not coming up to his claim line. So there is a kind of buffer zone, if you may call it. But then that will get resolved. Subsequently, after these disengagement happens of the phase one, we will be looking at each and every, friction area which are still existing, that there are issues which we will now sit down and negotiate and resolve those issues.
After the breakthrough in Pangong, there is hope that both sides will find a common ground on the other friction points. The ball now is in China's court. With Abhishek, Bhalla and Gaurav Sawant, Bureau Report, India Today.